Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here, and welcome back to Pokemon Colosseum. In the last episode, we finished up at Phoenix City and went to the construction lot. In this episode, we will be going to Pyrite Town. Mr. Johnson, give a man a break here. I keep telling you, I don't know anything. That better be true, Kale. If you're trying to con me, I'll know about it. Mr. Johnson, sir, I wouldn't think about lying to you. You've got to believe me, right? Alright, fine. I'll let you off easy today. See ya. Hehehe, what a nitwit. Of course I haven't got a thing to tell you. Well, that's shady. But, of course, this is a shady town. Wanna know why? Psychic, it was here in this square that I saw that strange Pokemon. I tried to leave town afterwards, and that's when those creeps grabbed me. We should be careful. Even at the best of times, there's nothing normal about this town. Well, sounds like there might be shadow Pokemon here. But first, let's go and check out the Colosseum, which is right back here. Let's see if it's open. Welcome to Pyrite Colosseum. Would you like to enter? The current challenge is already underway. So yeah, the Colosseum's not open. So, what do we do now? Well, let's just go and check out one of the buildings, because I can't think of anything better to do. Oh, whoops. I went past it. This building. Hi. I'm the lookout. Nobody's supposed to get by me. There's nothing special behind the bookshelf. There's a button on the side. Push. Hello, kids. That's why, Marcia. We've got to somehow snag them from those criminals. Why? You startled me. How did you get in here? That's weird. My little brother is supposed to be on lookout. My sister hasn't done anything but chatter. I'm so bored. I want to play house. Are you Papa's friends? I'm Marcia. I'm pleased to meet you. But sorry, we're busy. We're talking about something that's quite important. Please come back. Please come visit and play with us another time. So yeah, these kids are actually talking about what we are doing. They're talking about snagging the Pokemon. Duking, how much more are you going to take from Mirby and his stooges? They're using you and the Colosseum. What is the matter with you? Have they sucked the spirit right out of you? So you just clam up? I've lost faith in you. That man that went out is Sylvia. He's Duking's friend. But he was really angry. His face looked all scary. Well, something's going on. Sorry, but I'm busy. You'll have to excuse me. Huh. Something strange is going on here. It has something to do with the Colosseum. But first, let's go and battle these trainers. Alright. Ryder Vant would like to battle. sends out Mischievous and Zigzagoon. Umbreon and Espeon. Let's go. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, Psychic, it's a Pokemon with a black aura. Yep, Mischievous. But first, before I talk about Mischievous, I want to see how much experience. 10. Oh, something I need to address. With Shadow Pokemon, you can lower their heart gauges by quite a bit in different ways, and it all depends on their nature. And don't ask me what nature has the specifics for certain kinds of heart gauge lowering, because I don't know, and it's very complicated. But some of them you lower faster by walking around, by sending them out of battle, by doing something that you can do later in the game. Because as of right now, we can't do the third thing that we can lower heart gauges with. So I just wanted to talk about that. Oh! Also, something else I completely forgot. If you don't want any of the Johto starter Pokemon from Fennec City, they each have an item that you would want. Which, Croconaw has the Mystic Water, which increases the power of Water-type moves. Quilava has Charcoal, which increases the power of Fire-type moves. And Bayleaf has the Miracle Seed, I believe, that increases the power of Grass-type moves. So even if you don't want the specific item, if you don't want the specific Pokemon, you can get the specific item that you want. Alright, now that all that's out of the way, let's go and attack. Shadow Ball! Rah! Holy cow! Whoa! Can't say I expected that. Fight! That did a lot less than I thought. Oh no! Tickle! Oh no! Don't tickle me! Attack fell and defense fell. About Mischievous. Mischievous is actually quite a good Pokemon, and I actually think it's one of the most underrated. Its evolution Mismagius, which is in the 4th generation, is actually pretty good too. But I honestly don't think Mischievous needed an evolution, because I find it perfectly fine the way it is. Oh gosh. And also you can go and repeat any of the battles that you've done with any of these, any of the people in the battle square, and it'll be just fine. And you can go repeat battle them as many times as you want. Snag Ball! Go! One, two. Ah! Dang it! Shadow Ball. This is gonna hurt. Oh gosh. That's kinda awkward. Oh. Okay, I honestly don't know what to do. Oh crap, if I don't do anything soon, Mischievous is gonna wipe out my entire team. Snag Ball, go! 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Mr. Viss is caught. And Ryder Vant sends out Skitty. Bye, Zigzagoon. You will not be missed. Nice. Umbreon grew to level 28. So, let's finish this battle off. Attack fell. Shadow Rush. Boom! And that did less damage than Umbreon. Q-Charm, oh no! For a second I thought it said Hariyama. It might have, I don't know. Skitty fainted. Alright. Defeated Ryder Vant. Yow! Alright. Wow, that was easy for you. Losing like that snapped me out of my hyper state. Did you know? If a Pokemon goes into hyper mode, call its name and its head will snap back into reality. Why do you trainers here have those strange Pokemon? I'm sure of it now. The town's hiding a big secret. Well, that's interesting. For some reason, this random person in town had a shadow Pokemon. And for some reason, there's a conspiracy or something like that with the Colosseum. I wonder. But, while I'm shifting my Pokemon around here, I want to address something. With Shadow Pokemon, if you look at their heart gauge, there's 5 different sections. And this is something I actually did forget about. When you lower one section, something different happens in each section. The first one, you get another move. The second one, you also get a move. The third one, you reveal your nature. And the fourth one, you go and get your final move. And then once you lower your heart gauge all the way, we'll get to that when we get to it. So, for the rest of this episode, I'm actually going to speed up the rest of the battles in the battle square, because all of them have Shadow Pokemon, and it would take like 3 episodes otherwise. So, speed up, go! Oh, come on. Okay, this is something I need to address. With Hyper Mode, it actually occurs randomly, and it also depends on your Pokemon's nature, on how many times you go into Hyper Mode at certain times. Now, with an unlucky nature, you're likely to go into hyper mode about 5 times in one battle. Okay. But, yeah, it actually depends on your nature, on how many times your Pokemon goes into hyper mode. And also, it's another way of getting in, lowering your heart gauge. Because if you call your Pokemon, you actually lower their heart gauge quite a bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so first Shadow Pokemon we have here is Quagsire. Now, Quagsire is your replacement if you didn't pick Croconaw. And overall, Quagsire is a pretty good Pokemon. It's got decent special attack, but it's more of a defensive Pokemon, which I still admit it is a good Pokemon to have, even though it doesn't have that much special attack. And also, it has the HM move Surf. So, if you didn't get Croconaw at all, Quagsire is a great replacement if you want a water type but didn't want Croconaw. And the Mystic Water on Quagsire actually is a pretty good thing to have. So, uh, there's also something I want to say just really quick. Um, I'm using a different mic, so I'm sorry if the video suddenly got louder or softer, because I'm actually using a different mic than the one I used for this video. So, sorry if it's different. And this Quagsire actually is not getting in the ball. What the heck? Um, but yeah, I actually had a pretty hard time catching this stupid Quagsire. So much that I started weakening it even more than I already had. Uh, I'm so glad in Generation 6 they actually went and put it as if you catch a Pokemon, then you actually still get the experience if you from if you would have defeated that same Pokemon. And with that, we finally caught Quagsire. And I have to go and heal up really quick because that Quagsire took out almost my entire freaking team. Next up, we have this writer, Leba, and she has a Shadow Skiploom. This is your replacement for if you didn't get Bayleaf. And as you can see there, Mischievous got Confuse Ray. With Skiploom, I actually do recommend this one a lot more than Bayleaf, for the fact that if you want a grass type, but are still using Espeon and Umbreon, Skiploom is not weak against the bug types because it's part flying. So, if you want a grass type, Skiploom is an excellent choice if you want one. Because it's got status-inducing moves, and I accidentally defeated it. But, as I said earlier in this video, if you defeat Pokemon in the Duel Square, you can always go back and challenge them as many times as you want. So, yes, I will be challenging her again. And my Pokemon keep going into Hyper Mode. That really sucks. Okay. Oh, also, something I completely forgot to mention, and I actually just remembered with watching this clip, the call command also works as an awakening. So you can wake up your Pokemon if they're asleep by, by simply just calling them. You can get them out of sleep and out of hyper mode by doing that. And just to get the trainer to battle you again, all you have to do is go and enter a building and exit it. And also here, is a hotel where you can go and spend 100 Poké Dollars to go and heal your Pokemon. Because I actually was really lazy and didn't want to go back to the Colosseum again. So I just wanted to show that one off. And hopefully this time we catch Skiploom. And of course, Croconaw goes into hyper mode. While I needed to call, uh, while, bleh, while Misdreavus was going to be called. Uh, if I see any moves that I think are useful in this, then I'll make note of them. Like, Mega Drain is actually a pretty good starting move for Skiploom. It's one of the more powerful grass type moves out there other than Giga Drain and Frenzy Plant as of this generation. And with that, we actually did catch Skiploom this time. And both of my Pokemon need to be called. Oh, I don't think that Misdreavus needed to be called. I think I was just doing that to show what happens if you call a Pokemon that doesn't need to be called. It just doesn't do anything. And for the most part, if it's a Shadow Pokemon, it says that your Pokemon just ignored the call of its trainer. Both the Pokemon are at low health. Why are they not dead yet? Go Croconaw! And not. Oh gosh. Misdreavus is poisoned. Oh, and also, something I also forgot to say about Shadow Rush. It does. It has 90% power, it uses your attack stat, and on top of that, it does recoil damage. And also, that's what poison looks like when you're out in the field. So, for the next person. Oh, I need to get more Pokeballs first, because that Skiploom made me run out. So I'm just getting as many as I can before I go and do the others, capture the others at Pyrite Town. And this actually took me a long time to do. You guys are actually watching it in 3 times the speed. It was ridiculous of how long this took me. But now we have Flaffy, a fan favorite Pokemon. Flaffy is a good electric type, but honestly, I've never used one. I do admit that it's a good Pokemon, but I can't really say that much about it because I have never used Flaffy, Mareep, or Ampharos at all in any of my games. And I've played Pokemon multiple times. I don't look at the stats of Pokemon, I just look at, hey, do I want this Pokemon? Sure, let's try it out. Which, actually in my White 2 version right now, I accidentally picked Pokemon that evolved at very late levels. Like, Sandile, Clink, and, Grimer. And this person here has a Shadow Noctowl. Noctowl is a fantastic flying type. I've used one in previous runs of Pokemon Colosseum and Gold and Silver, and Noctowl is just an amazing Pokemon overall. I've got no complaints about Noctowl, and it's just a fantastic Pokemon. And of course, every time I went out of hyper mode, my other Pokemon went into hyper mode. That happened so much during these fights, it's not even funny. It happened so much that my Pokemon's um, shadow bars, that's what I'm going to call them, went from almost full to almost empty. And in Crocodile's case, it actually... Sorry. In Crocodile's case, it went all the way down. And I defeated Ryder Nover! Yay! And this is our last character to fight. Leon. He's got a Shadow Slugma. This is your replacement if you didn't pick Quilava. And yes, Slugma is a pretty good Pokemon. And with Charcoal, yeah, it's a pain to fight, because it has Flamethrower to start off with. It is a huge pain to fight. And also, when they're in Hyper Mode, they get higher critical hit ratio for Shadow Rush. But also, if you choose any of the other moves, then you won't. There's a good chance that they won't listen to you, for one, and two, that they won't go and attack the Pokemon, but they'll attack the trainer. There's a very good chance if they're in Hyper Mode and you do that. But we're just about done with this battle, so let's go back to regular speed. Oh, he's got a Swablu. I forgot he had one more Pokemon other than the two that were on the field.
Alright, and with that, the duel square is done. After an hour. Ay, ay, ay. But in here, there's just a windmill. Nothing too spectacular. 30 long years of spun these gears. Oh, is that younglings? Do you want to spin gears too? Yep. Wahaha, not to disappoint you, but this isn't a job that anyone can just pick up. Give it another 20 years, then come back. Wahaha! You jerk! I will not help you guys if you're in danger or anything like that. Ay, ay, ay. Well, seeing as how we just beat all of the duel square, there is something that did happen during all those battles. Crocodile's heart gauge is completely down, and Mr. Viss's is almost all the way down as well. Now, you might be thinking, so Crocodile can unlock the door to its heart. Actually, no, not quite. We're still a bit off from going and unlocking their hearts. They're not exactly done. We don't exactly have the technology to go and do that quite yet. There is one other thing I want to do before I end this episode off, but for you guys it's probably at the half-hour point. I want to go into here. Ah! Ow, 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 ow. I'm sorry, Chief, but there's trouble afoot. You see, Chief, there's talk that thugs have been witnessed using strange Pokemon. Huh? Chief? You're not the Chief. I beg your pardon. I'm here, Johnson. That story isn't new. I've already heard it over and over already. Oh, Chief, there you are. You're such a kidder. Haha. Honestly, I probably should have got here before I went to the duel square. But look, Folly and Trudely. But what? Not you two again. Listen, you have to promise. Don't tell me or B that we're hiding out here, okay? After we blew our last chance, we couldn't go back. So we turned ourselves in for stealing the truck, and here we are. If we stayed here, we'd be safe. Hee. Hi, random chaser. Something tells me we're gonna be back here. So there's trouble afoot and everyone's scared of these random Pokemon. What's going on, you might ask? I don't know. But that's it for this episode. So, this has been Psychic Pictures, and I'll see you guys next time.